The following morning, the same cheerful chime sounded from his phone at exactly 7:15. And the notification enthusiastically announced a new memory from 2 years ago today. Leo opened it casually while leaning against the counter, waiting for his toast to pop from the toaster. The sleepy morning smile faded from his face in an instant, replaced by a cold knot in his stomach. It was the exact same angle. It was the exact same framing. It was Leo once again, sleeping peacefully in the exact same bed. But the heavy gray duvet was entirely gone, replaced by the crisp, navy blue comforter he had specifically purchased a week after his messy breakup. Furthermore, the nightstand now held the sleek, minimalist brass lamp he currently owned. Leo's breath hitched painfully in his throat, and he set his coffee mug down before he could drop it. Maya hadn't lived in this apartment 2 years ago. In fact, 2 years ago, he had lived entirely and utterly alone. Following the split, he had explicitly cut ties with almost everyone during that period to focus exclusively on securing a demanding remote programming job. He didn't host holiday parties. He didn't casually invite guests over for drinks. He was a hermit. He stared unblinkingly at the photo on his screen, his heart hammering a frantic rhythm against his ribs. The shot was perfectly crisp and deeply unsettling, completely unblurred by the typical grain of a smartphone's night mode lens. It was undeniably taken from the exact corner where his bedroom ceiling met the wall, right beside the cheap plastic smoke detector his landlord had installed. Driven by a sudden surge of adrenaline, Leo marched into his bedroom, stood on his tiptoes, and stared intensely up at the smoke detector. It looked perfectly normal. There were no blinking red lights, no hidden camera lenses glinting in the morning sun. Unconvinced, he marched back to the kitchen, grabbed a sturdy wooden chair, climbed up, and forcefully ripped the plastic casing right off the ceiling. Nothing fell out. There was just exposed drywall, a thick layer of gray dust, and a standard 9-volt battery. Retreating to his bed, he frantically checked the file details of the photo on his phone. The file name was a generic string of numbers. The dimensions were standard high definition, but the device origin simply read that it was an unknown cloud upload. Desperate for an escape from his rising panic, he muttered aloud to the empty, quiet apartment that it was just a glitch. He tried to convince himself that it was a bizarre server sync error, a corrupted photo from 3 years ago that had somehow gotten misdated and altered by the massive cloud provider. He forced himself to believe this technical excuse. He absolutely had to, because the alternative